everybody, today I'm talking about multiple things, but they're all dealing with moisturizing your hair, coming up with the best moisturizing routine, finding products, all that kind of stuff. I've gotten lots of questions concerning moisturizing hair and dry hair and trouble getting moisture into hair. So this video is what that's all about. So the first thing I have written down, these aren't in any particular order or anything, but I wrote down that it may be a good idea to get to know your naked hair. So what that means is try to let your hair dry down without any product on it. And I know that this is like a scary thing for a lot of us out there. I definitely have only done it one time since I've been natural, but I think that it may be a good idea to at least try it out one time. That way you can kind of figure out, you know, what your hair feels like naturally. You know, is it coarse? Is it smooth? Is it wavy, straight, coily, curly? Have a natural shine to it? Does it have a sheen to it? Does it have no shine at all? Whatever the case is, getting to know your hair without product can kind of allow you to see what your starting point is. From there, you can even figure out exactly how tight your hair may shrink, or if your hair doesn't shrink at all, you can kind of see how it dries down. It comes down to learning your naked hair and even your hair that has product in it. Remember that the feel of your hair may change depending on the weather outside. So in my case, this is very true. If I wear my hair in a wash and go, or you know, like my full shrinkage, my hair does not feel as soft as it does if I wear it like in a stretched dry twist out or something like that. I could have the same exact products in my hair, but my hair, because of the state that it's in, will feel completely different. It does not feel as moisturized. That does not mean that it's not. It doesn't mean that I need to start piling on product because my shrunken hair feels completely different than my stretched hair. It's kind of like a built-in thermostat or something. So the next thing I wrote down was try to figure out what your hair porosity is. Figuring out what your hair porosity is can definitely help you figure out what kind of products to use on your hair. You know, whether or not you should be using light products, heavier products, butters, what kind of oils to use, those type of things. All right, so up next is the topic of products. I think it's very helpful to start with products that don't have a ton of ingredients in them. That way, if something doesn't work out for you, you know, you have an allergic reaction or something like that, you can kind of figure out what the ingredient is that's causing it, versus a product that has 50 different ingredients in it and you're sitting there trying to figure out what your hair or your skin or your body does not like. Look at the back of products sometimes and I'm like, all these ingredients, like, I don't think it take all that. It don't take all that. Now, for me personally, I currently don't use, you know, silicones and sulfates and things like that. I do use products with natural waxes at this point in my journey because it kind of helps with the stretch of my hair, but I don't really use things that kind of build up on my hair. When I was using products that contained those ingredients, I had a much harder time trying to keep moisture in my hair. So kind of just staying away from them has really helped me out personally. I personally don't think that all natural products is the only way to go to get moisture into your hair. There are a ton of products out there that work fantastic. I personally just prefer to use things that have better ingredients for my health. If you are new to natural hair care products, you know, with natural ingredients, and you've been using petroleum, mineral oil, waxes, sulfates, and things like that, you may find that in the beginning, when you make the switch, that your hair is rebelling. Like, it does not accept the natural ingredients. And sometimes it takes a while for your hair to kind of detox itself, if I can say it like that, and adjust to the natural ingredients. This happened to me in the beginning. It took my hair a little while to adjust to me not using the silicones and things like that. But once my hair started to accept what I was giving it, she started acting right. As a side note, for me, that also happened when I switched from regular body lotions to coconut oil. For like a month, I was just ashy. I would apply coconut oil and I would have to do it twice a day. I was just getting ashy and dry and stuff. But after about a month, my skin just started accepting it and I have no issues with using coconut oil as my body lotion. Now, I will say in some cases, you know, the silicones and petroleum and mineral oil and things like that can help, you know, keep your hair stretched and stuff if you're going for heat styling. So sure, there are healthier alternatives to those things, but in some cases, you know, for some people, those ingredients may work. Again, I always say that there's no rule. Do whatever works for you. I recently received a question and she wanted to know, how do you know if your hair likes a product? So for me, I think that my hair likes a product when it coils up, like for real, like it goes into hiding. So like if I apply a product and my hair just immediately starts to curl up and coil up, it lets me know that it likes it because my hair is doing what it naturally does, curl up. Obviously, if the product leaves my hair soft and moisturized, my hair likes it. On the other hand, it's pretty easy for me to tell when my hair doesn't like something. It starts to get really frizzy, out of control frizzy. It starts to knot up on the ends out of nowhere. I can't hold any sort of shape. If I want to do a twist out, a braid out, or whatever, it just kind of just, it don't act right, okay? Dry, crispy, crunchy, all the above is when I know that my hair does not like a product. So another option, if you are struggling with, you know, keeping your hair moisturized, is to look into some of the methods that are out there. for moisturizing your hair. There are so many out there. There's the LOC method, there's the LCO method, there's the LOCO method, there's the LOCS method. There are so many different combinations. You can use those combinations, you can tweak them up to your liking, which is what I tend to do. I like to think of the methods as just kind of guidelines as to what to use. You don't have to use them in the exact same way. You don't have to use the same oils as somebody else. Tweak your regimen to your liking and your hair needs. You might need to double up on the oils. You might need to throw a butter in there. You might need to add extra creams or, use multiple products for your C in, any of the methods. But again, if you're switching from method to method and you're trying new things here and there, it may take you some time before you see results. In my case, it always seems to take me about a month before I see major changes if I switch to something new. One thing that all the methods have in common is that there is some kind of sealant. So when you're putting anything moisturizing your hair, anything containing water or water itself, it's probably a good idea to use some kind of oil or some kind of butter that seals in that moisture. That way your hair won't dry out so quickly. But sometimes the way we choose to clean our hair may cause more problems than good. So in my case, I kind of gave up shampoo a really long time ago. I haven't touched shampoo, I think, in like over a year now. And I really don't miss it and I don't feel the need to use it anymore. So I've been co-washing my hair and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. There are some cases out there though where co-washing just does not work and you have to shampoo your hair. So I would say if you have to shampoo your hair, make sure that the shampoos that you're using are gentle and that they're not stripping your hair when you're cleaning your hair. If you do like to use shampoo, you can do pre-poo treatments and that just provides the hair with some extra moisture prior to the washing process. Conditioning and deep conditioning are also very important when it comes to keeping the hair moisturized. And if you're finding that even after you deep condition or you're conditioning your hair still feels dry, you can even add oils to your conditioner. Again, there are so many different combinations that you can try for your hair and there's absolutely no rule. So all in all, it's going to take some trial and error with figuring out what works best for you when it comes to moisturizing your hair. So stay encouraged and continue to listen to your hair and try to figure out what it wants. As long as you're paying attention to what your hair is needing and you're abiding by what it's needing, things will get easier as time goes along. All right, y'all, so I hope this video was helpful. I will see you very soon in another one. Take care.